Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap. I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vickers. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. They'll also match your first deposit up to $100, and you get a special pick when you sign up. I'm Treasure Wilson, a.k.a. Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
Hey, man, Louis Vuitton murder, man. I like that. I like that joint right there, man.
Yeah.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. That's what's up. Good to see you, man. You too, Stat.
Great. Good to see y'all, too. And today we are joined with our analyst, Maurice Clarett.
Mo, what's good, Mo?
Mo, what's happening, baby? I see something on the shirt. I see something already. I see something. Oh, the mother load, the gallon, the family bottle.
Hey, you see that one, though?
That's the family. Yeah, oh, I need that. Send that to Mom. Clap them cheeks. Send that ASAP.
Hey.
That nigga forward out the family bottle to drink. Yeah, get strong. Wifey better be there. Don't go do nothing else after you sip that. I tell niggas all the time, Mo, you already know I tell niggas all the time, do not drink that and go hang out with your mother, have to go to the mall. This is not a one of them, you need 6 hours. This is a 11-minute reaction. Quick. So, he wifey nearby, man. Shirt is fire too, though. Fire.
My man.
Yeah.
Who booked me for this?
Yeah.
Hey, well, listen to me. This is for those who still get active.
Yeah.
This is for,
Yeah. I'm happy you came home,
I got
man.
two kids under 5.
Yeah, man. Listen, you was on the other team. You came back home, man. I'm happy, man.
Yes. There we go.
There we go, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Always.
So let's get into the game. Indiana lost again to Boston, this time 126-110. Halliburton had to leave the rest of the game early due to a left hamstring soreness. So what is you guys' thoughts on game 2? And what happens if Halliburton remains hurt? Maurice first.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, man, but the game to me just looked, I don't know, boring, or it looked like just a traditional game. It wasn't nothing exciting, and I kind of got scared for Boston looking ahead. So I think Boston's going to end up winning the series, be it that, Halliburton is down, he had to leave, and so on and so forth. But I started to look forward and think to myself that when Boston was up in the second quarter and Indiana couldn't score, they couldn't put them away because they allowed Indiana basically come back later on in the game. And I thought to myself, I was like, man, if this happened to be Minnesota or Dallas, man, these guys might be in trouble because they got a little bit more star power on both teams who could basically, widen the gap, pause, and just make Boston basically or not as competitive. I don't know if I said that right. I said it kind of jumbled. But in some way also, I also looked at the game and I was like, man, I see why the NBA does a good job of marketing superstars. Because when I looked at the game, like I seen Jaylen Brown contributing, but he just didn't pop off the screen, or there was nobody on Indiana's team who popped off the screen. And I was just finding a hard time just kind of like just trying to watch the game, to be honest with you. But I'm happy Boston won. I want to see those guys transition into the finals. But it just made me think about just so many other things that didn't have to do with the game per se.
That's interesting, Mo. So you saying 40 points didn't jump off the screen for you?
No, like when I looked at it, I don't know. I guess I thought I was going to see more out of him and Tatum. And I know Tatum struggled in the first half. And but it's 40 points. It didn't seem like a dominant 40. I don't know if I was just got done watching Kyrie and Kyrie looked more mesmerizing and more theatrical, or just that game I was comparing the two. But it just didn't seem like I don't know. I was sitting there watching it, and it looked like more organized. Come to half court, jump in the set, and it just looked like just traditional basketball. It didn't seem theatrical. And I don't know if I'm looking at Ant Man so much, and I'm seeing like him being dynamic and getting to the bucket and shooting jumpers and talking crazy. I don't know if I'm attractive to that piece, but the game yesterday just didn't. I don't know. It just didn't. I don't know. It didn't feel like a New York game when they played the Pacers and everybody was happy for it. That's what I'm saying.
That was wild. You said a lot of wild things, but we're gonna let that go today. He said Kyrie was mesmerizing. What does mesmerizing mean, Stat? Can you look that up?
To like catch your attention, but I can get you the
He said
exact.
so Kyrie caught his attention. Is that what he said?
When someone is mesmerizing, captivating, fascinating,
Wow.
a mysterious way that makes you want to keep looking.
I think that was a good choice of
It's-
words.
That's
Murder
good.
reaching early in the morning, man. Murder trying to catch a Vic at 8 in the morning, man. You trying to catch a nigga with a McMuffin. Pause.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this series is over, man. They weren't gonna beat Boston with Halliburton. So if Halliburton is out, this is a foregone conclusion. This is gonna turn into like them type of blowout games that we saw in what series we just saw that was like that? Denver and in Minnesota. This is gonna turn into that without the comeback games. I think if they let them get up, they already up 2-0. They win the next game, more than likely they'll be done with them in 5 games. I don't see them going past 5 games. It doesn't seem like they're gonna have enough firepower to keep up. Pause with Boston. Boston, too many people are playing well at the same time. Derek White is playing good. Now you got Drew Holiday showing up every game with his contribution. Batman is doing what he's doing, and you got Tatum doing what he's doing. And God forbid if they get Porzingis back, is really gonna get ugly. That should be the real question. Do you think Porzingis is coming back for the finals? Because they're gonna need him in the finals.
He's definitely coming back. They said he's coming back after this game. They say he's
Oh.
only going to miss 2 games of this series, but the way it's looking, he might as well just keep resting. Oh, yeah. Mase pretty much summed it up. And he made the thing that I'm looking at more than anything else. First of all, Indiana, you're not going anywhere without Halliburton. You wasn't going anywhere with him. I totally agree. And these niggas ain't durable out here. These niggas, whole fucking league ain't durable. None of these niggas can play fucking through 82 games in the playoffs. They fucking not durable. The way he walked off the court, it didn't look too bad, but will he be ready for game 3? I'm not sure. And even if he's ready for game 3, what percentage would he be at? 30%, 40%, 50%? What would it be? That's that for Indiana. I agree with Mase. If they don't get swept, I can't see it going past 5. Secondly, agree with Mase again. It isn't even about Tatum and Brown. When you got Drew Holiday shooting 6 from 7 from the field, when you got Derek White shooting over 50%, and everybody else is contributing, that's the dangerous part, because we know what Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum could do. And when Porzingis comes back, it's just going to be even worse. Like, I really, Mase said everything that I would say, absolutely. But I really think the key pieces are the players around the 2 superstars, Derek White and Drew Holiday, Al Horford, and of course Porzingis if he comes back. But like Mase was saying, it may be, like how he was saying, maybe that they're figuring out that Jaylen Brown should be Batman, like Mase is saying. And you're saying Tatum should be Robin.
Yeah.
Right. I never seen Robin make first team though, and Jalen and Batman don't make no team. So I just don't understand it. But that's his philosophy. Batman's not on any team,
Yeah,
but Robin's first team.
yeah. Sometimes they get it wrong, and when they win, it's always obvious who's out front. When they win the significant games, it be Jalen Brown out front.
He won the last game, and Jalen was out front.
But this the one that counts.
Okay, I just
This the
wondering.
ones that really put them up.
I got you.
2-0.
Gotcha. So Robin's first team, Batman's not no team, and they got
Hey,
Bro.
they had Wemby. They had Wemby at the top of the 25 teams, and we all disagree with that.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It's
I'm just wondering.
politics.
Yeah,
It's
just wondering.
politics. He got the complexion for the protection.
I just asked. I'm not
Pause,
disagreeing
yeah.
with you. I just was
You
wondering
hear
how
me,
it went.
Mo? He got the complexion for the protection. Wait till it get crazy. We're gonna see it. We saw it last year. And the year before that.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, people have actually approached me and say, "Yeah, I think Mase is right." I'm not gonna lie to you about it. People have approached me like, "Man, Jalen Brown probably do need to be Batman." So I'm talking about people actually approached me and said that. I wouldn't even say it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't lie to you about it. Just tell you anything.
Yeah, because
I
sometimes
prefer to tell you that niggas told me that you was crazy, but
yeah, when Tatum is
out.
out front, the team is not as aggressive. That's what I'm speaking to. And when they're trying to win a championship, you need dogs, like people who really get it. Like, pause. There's times when Tatum, he goes crazy on KD, but if he was playing against like LeBron or somebody else, he may, shy away from that a little bit.
You consider Jalen Brown a dog though? Just asking.
Yeah.
I don't consider neither one of them dogs like that. I don't. And to your point, just me, I'm talking about, and maybe I'm not saying they're not all stars or potential superstars. I'm just saying like a nigga like.
Or maybe not a dog, a better two-way player. Pause.
Okay, I like that.
A better two-way
I don't
player.
like the word dog
Yeah,
for
yeah.
certain niggas. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get that really.
Like
from either one.
Ant-Man is a dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ja is a dog.
That's-
Some niggas
yeah,
is just better two-way players.
That's exactly what that's
Yeah.
why I was trying to see your definition of dog. But back to you, Mo.
Yeah, Spreewell,
Yeah.
Jordan, them type of niggas.
Yeah, I don't get that from either one of them. But back to what you were saying, Mo, I kind of totally agree with you. This series is kind of going to be boring unless you're just a basketball player and like basketball like myself. I'm going to watch it. But it's not like if Boston played New York. It would be all type of hostility. It would be all type of memes on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook. It would be war outside the stadiums, in the stands, just because of the history of those two cities when it comes to sports, not just basketball, baseball, football, whatever have you. Boston, New York, genuinely don't like each other. When Boston was going to the next round, before the Indiana series and the New York series was over, they were outside the stadium saying, "Fuck New York, fuck New York, fuck New York." The series wasn't even over yet between Indiana and the Knicks.
Yeah.
And they was already on that, yeah, fuck New York. And I'm like, this may not go their way because New York may not be making it, and it didn't. So I get exactly what you're saying, Mo, and then it's just great basketball to watch if you like basketball, but it's no tension there. It's no animosity.
Yeah.
It's no pushing. It's no, you got a problem with somebody. The Indiana New York series got chippy, man.
Yeah.
So did the New York series with the Sixers. And what you're saying about Ant-Man is true. I got into an argument with Sin. Of course, he told me he spoke to you the other day, too. He said y'all was talking for a minute. He telling me because Kyrie got the best of Ant-Man, that Ant-Man shouldn't have said something and showed respect. I said, how do you talk to your player on the floor? If me and Mase is guarding the two guards, and I see Mase keep backing up off, if we play against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, me and Mase, which we're too short to even compete totally. I'm just saying if we were. And he's backing up off Klay Thompson, like, nah. I say, yo, Myrtle, why you not on the nigga? Nah, I just showing him a little respect. What is that? What are you talking about? You can't even use that word in basketball unless you're not playing. Like, nah, niggas gotta respect them now. Don't get me wrong. You know if you're playing against a good player and what you gotta deal with. Nah, what you do, you don't use words like respect. You use like, nah, I'm gonna give him 2 feet because if I got a cushion, then I could play him this way. I could play him that way because he's good going left or he's good going right or his mid-range. You don't use the word I gave him respect. I don't. I just don't like it. And what you're going back to earlier, what you were saying, Mo, is that we're seeing that in the Western Conference. Whether it works out for Ant-Man or not, he's not shying away from the assignment. He called Kevin Durant. Oh, we was like, what the fuck is this thing? Who is this disrespectful nigga? Then he sits there, calls Kevin Durant old, and then they end up sweeping the Phoenix Suns. And then after that game, he says, yeah, KD my favorite player growing up. Everybody know that, but I'm going to use this for material when we go to the Olympics and talk shit how we swept them. That's what he said. Then when he plays against the Denver Nuggets, he says, yeah, last game I put Jamal Murray in handcuffs, nigga. He couldn't do nothing in the second half, nigga, handcuffs. Then after that, and the game 6 against Denver, Minnesota, and Denver I'm talking about, he says, I told them motherfuckers they're going to be back for a game 7. I already told them that shit. Then after game 7 and they win, he tells Charles with the new slogan for the Timberwolves, bring your ass, pause. Yeah, I ain't been to Minnesota, bring your ass. Now that's a slogan that they're using. And he says, yeah, my next assignment, Kyrie, we going to see what I'm able to do. I like all that. Because you know why? Not saying that Kyrie wouldn't have got the best of him either way. And listen, it's a series. We'll see what happens next game. Not saying Kyrie wouldn't have got the best of him either way. But when they interviewed Kyrie after the game, Kyrie said, yeah, I used it as motivation because I was just sitting home watching it. So we may not saying Kyrie's not going to shortchange us no night, but that's one of them nights when you like, yeah, I got this nigga. Throw me the rock. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So without that, we may not have got the Kyrie we seen the other night.
And that's a fact.
Yeah, and then we may not get Kyrie, pardon me, I'm thinking before I'm speaking. Pardon me, before I'm thinking a little bit too fast. But let's say Ant-Man gets the best of Kyrie 2 games next 2 games. Now you got niggas talking about, I just had to figure it out.
Yeah.
That's all it took. I just had to figure it out. Ain't nothing. I like all that because that brings out competitive shit. So, Mo, when you're saying that you're just seeing regular boring basketball with Boston and Indiana, I get what you're saying. I'm not going to be that disrespectful and say it's boring, but it's not any larceny. It's not any anger. It's like 2 boxers who fight each other and they're cool with each other. After the bell ring, they give each other a 5 on the way back to the corner. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. And what you're seeing is Ant-Man antagonizing every team that he plays and wants the problems.
Yeah.
So a lot of people is like, I don't know what's wrong with Ant-Man. He stepped out his face trying to disrespect Kyrie. He one of the hardest players to guard. And Ant-Man, not only did Kyrie look good, Ant-Man looked gassed. Yeah. He looked crazy. It's funny because I see Rip Hamilton the other day at Bronny's Pro Day in LA. And I said, yo, Rip, we was just talking about you yesterday. It was the day after we was talking about him. I said, they gave all the top 5 defensive players the forwards and centers, and I was explaining to them that it's very much so underrated how much these guards got to chase Steph Curry or not just chase Kyrie Irving, guard him when he gets the ball, or Reggie Miller or somebody like you. And I just bringing that up because I seen him and we was talking about it. He said, yeah, Cam, niggas had to get on the treadmill fucking with me all day, every day. I'm not going to stop moving. I'm saying, yeah, we just said that they need to give wing players more credit for the job that they do. But I get it, Mo. The point being is I understand totally your perspective about the Eastern Conference and what's going on in the Western Conference, and I agree. Not to the point where I'm going to call them niggas boring, but I get what you're saying. You like, yo, nigga ain't gonna throw an elbow or nothing. Like, yo, it's quiet. It's quiet. It's too polite.
I was thinking about like this is the post LeBron, post KD, post Steph era, and up until this point, we've had like exciting playoff basketball, chippy, and you've seen other stars emerge. And I'm pretty sure the NBA is like, man, this is what we was looking for. And I guess now that you get a little bit closer to the championship, I thought like you just would have seen something else, right? And then I kept I kind of jumbled my words, but even when they scored like 8 points in the first, I don't know, 8 or 9 minutes of the second quarter, like nobody was angry, like nobody on Boston was trying to kill him and put him away, but nobody on Indiana was also trying to say like, man, give me the rock. And I was like, man, that's kind of you said it in a more cleaner way, but that's kind of the
Yeah.
point I was making.
I dig it. I dig it.
And then, real quick, to Mace's point about Jaylen Brown being Batman, a lot of people actually have been starting to agree with you. I have been seeing that take. And then, to your point, even though he doesn't have an All NBA first team selection, this could be the little revenge tour because he did tie his playoff career high at 40 points. And then people are seeing him kind of bring that back up when Jason Tatum's starting a little bit slow. So it is food for thought. I don't really know where my stance is on it yet. Got to continue to see more games. But we will see.
My stance on it is you the highest paid player in the NBA. You should be Batman, nigga. Nobody gets more money than you. You have the biggest contract ever, Jaylen Brown. You better show up. $325 million? Ridiculous, nigga. You should be Batman, Superman, Auto Man, Man. Whatever man pause you could be, nigga, for $325 million, I need you to show up. If I'm the Boston franchise, I need you to show up for that price.
Fair point. And then as far as Halliburton, basically earlier in January, he missed 10 games due to a left hamstring strain. So this is concern for the Pacers because that is the same injury that he might have now. So we'll see what happens. Game 3, hopefully he's okay. But if not, I'm sure we'll see the turn happen very, very quickly. Okay, and then moving along, the Cavs let go of head coach JB Bickerstaff on Thursday. He led the Cavs to conference semifinals and won 99 regular season games in the past 2 years. Do you guys believe they made the right decision in firing head coach? Maurice first.
I don't. It made me think about what's his name? I think it's Adrian Griffin up in Milwaukee when they let him go. And I just said to myself, I know the Bucks had a winning record before they let him go for Doc Rivers, but I said, I don't know what more would you have to do than go to the game right before the conference finals with the team that you had, and like I don't understand how you get fired. And I can kind of see how like some dudes now they be like, black head coaches, be it football, basketball, whatever it is, they just don't get measured with the same grace or whatever word it is as white coaches. But to me, it didn't make any sense. I said Dan Gilbert tripping again. I know he has health issues. I don't know if he runs the team or if who's ever running the team. But I don't. I didn't obviously see them firing him, and I just don't think it was warranted. Just my opinion.
Wow, that's deep. Pause. When you say that about the ownership of Cleveland, do you think I heard Stat say something to the effect that 99 games he won 99
Yeah,
games
regular
Over
season
2
games
years.
in the past 2 years.
in the last 2 years? That's not a lot. Even though we are really looking at Bickerstaff as a celebrated coach before this time, and 99 games in a regular season is not a lot. That's pretty much like um 49 one year, 50 games another year. That's pretty average. But he was responsible for turning that culture around. I can say that. And he gave them their first, they should give him credit because he gave them their first playoff series win post LeBron, right? So that got to count for something. He definitely changed the culture, but when she said that 99, that really stood out to me. What do you think about that, Mo? Do you think 99 games is a lot?
No, I think it's average, but there's a lot of people who's average. I'm not justifying it as a reason to stay around, but I don't. You don't go on a playoff run. Obviously, the Cavs must have seen something else that we didn't. That's why they got rid
Yeah.
of him. But I don't think you get to the game right before the conference finals. No difference than Adrian Griffith. You don't. I don't know if it's Andre or Adrian. I don't know if I'm butchering his name or messing this up. I'm pretty sure somebody will tell me.
Adrian.
But yeah, you don't win. I think he was having a winning record prior to them bringing Doc Rivers in. I just don't see how that would make sense. If somebody's producing, somebody's doing something well, somebody is functioning above what all these other teams are doing, I don't see how you get rid of them. And then I ask myself, who are you going to get rid of them for? Like, what are you going to bring in? I think for the Cavs, it was missing pieces on the court and not necessarily him. And 2 years ain't a long time, or over these last 2 years to judge somebody off of those 99 wins. I don't think that was I don't know, just my opinion.
Yeah, I really, after listening to you, it really confirms something I've been thinking a while, and that's that black people don't get to be average. I don't know if people really know that. Like if you get a 7, and let's say 7 is a requirement, and somebody non-black get a 7, they're probably gonna give it to the other person that got the 7. Black people have to overachieve, and I say black people as I'm one of those people. I know Cam said he's not black, but I'm one of those black people.
When did I say that?
What did he say? He's not African American. It was one of those statements.
I'm not African.
You know?
Are you African? I'm not.
You missed his ancestry test. I forgot what you said you were, but
Are you African?
Oh, that's Ramsey the second.
yeah,
I'm
Ramsey.
The
royalty.
third.
Third.
Cam
Oh,
wasn't there.
That's what you are. I missed that. Are you African? I'm just wondering.
I'm actually Egyptian.
Okay. Is that black?
Colored.
Oh,
Okay. I'm black. I don't know what made so. I'm definitely not African, and no disrespect to nobody in Africa, but I'm not African. I'm pretty sure Jamaicans don't be like they're African.
Yeah.
They're Jamaicans.
But they're black though, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Okay.
point. You don't
Yeah,
gotta
I'm
be
black.
from Africa to be black.
Yeah.
But Haiti, them niggas is black, right?
Yeah. I might be
Barbados.
Haitian and Egyptian.
Good. They gonna lean on you. Good. And let them communities lean on you. Yeah, they gonna definitely lean. You said you was one of us. Yeah, keep it up. Yeah, keep it up, man. You will get an emails tomorrow.
Nah, I'm Egyptian.
Nah, all right. They'll reach out too. They'll definitely reach out, and then in 3 weeks, 3 months, they'll say you're not doing nothing for them. But I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful. He said he one of us, but he never turned around and looked out. Look, as far as him getting fired, I'm not mad at it, but I'm not happy with it either. He's over 500 the last
Yeah.
2 years. Won 50 games one season, lost right under 50 games, 48 games the second season, 51 wins one season, 48 games the second season. He kept them out the play-in and kept them in the playoffs now. But I really believe, my personal opinion is, I think that the staff, Dan Gilbert and them niggas is looking how the Knicks are progressing, and it seems like they're kind of staying stagnant. Or maybe he lost the locker room, or maybe it's some shit we don't know about. Because last year, actually, the Knicks eliminated the Cavaliers in the playoffs to move on to the next round, the first round. And even though they made it to the second round, got to think about it. You had Donovan Mitchell hurt for the last 2 games. Your superstar, and the rest of the team just couldn't get it done. Even with Donovan Mitchell, I don't think they would have beat Boston. But somebody got to be the scapegoat. But the last thing I'll say, I don't really have too much to say about it. The NBA coaches get hired and fired all the time. But after we just see what happened to Homeboy in Milwaukee for Doc, this doesn't surprise me. That surprised me. This nigga kicked the nigga out in the middle of the season with way over 500 and gave his replacement the all-star coach job.
Yeah.
And then they said, nah, I'm going to just give him that check. How much was it? $26, Doc? Like, come on, my nigga. So I'm not surprised. I'm not happy with it. It's the NBA is business. It is what it is.
It seemed like they're using the black coaches in their urgency to turn teams around, and then when the team get better, they give it to a non-black coach. A white coach.
Maybe they think like Skip Bayless, niggas say, you speak that mumbo jumbo shit they speak, right? Whoop boppity boop, word to mother, all that shit. Yo, they lit. You speak all that lit shit. Yo, get them niggas back in the locker room. Motion, you got all that shit, right? All that lingo.
You got Riz, you got the Riz.
Yeah, man. Sexy Red, y'all want to play that? Yeah, get them back for us. Thank you. And they definitely using niggas. It ain't nothing new.
Definitely.
And then just real quick, I actually feel like 99 games is pretty good because looking like just at, the teams over the years, average is like 46, 47. Like the fact that they're still above that, I think is actually pretty good. I feel like they're jumping the gun a little bit, kind of, but I understand at least not wanting to be in the same position that you were in last year, just making the decision to move forward. But this type of change, it might hurt them in the future. So we will see what happens for them next season. Now we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia. He failed his second drug test as news of his B sample came back positive for a banned substance. Does this change the view that you have on Ryan Garcia? Maurice first.
No, I don't know. I've seen him fight like everybody else, and I know that he used a performance enhancing drug, but nonetheless he like still beat up on Devin. You know what I mean? And I don't know how much this whatever drug that he took made a difference in regards to skill level, but he definitely he dominated him in a way that I don't think anybody has seen Devin Haney get dominated. I just asked myself like, what could he have taken to like make his skill level seem that wide of a gap between him and Devin? That's just my opinion. So as I don't know. I'm saying two or three things. It doesn't make me look at him differently in regards to that fight because I think like even without the drug, I think he still beats Devin Haney. I think the strategy with him coming in heavier is the real reason that he had more power behind his shots. But I think all of this stuff after where Ryan was going on these he went on the PDP podcast to do Patrick David Bet and these other platforms, and he was I don't know I don't know damn I don't want to say this. It makes his personality feel like it's full of shit, but the boxing in the ring I kind of still respect, if that makes any sense. Like I respect him from a boxing standpoint, even though there was a drug being used. I
Look at
still think
this
he would
nigga.
have beat
Come in
Devin
here. Get in
Haney.
here. Come in here, nigga. Get in here, nigga. This nigga try to creep up on us. Yeah. Yeah, my bad. Rich Paul just pulled up.
No,
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I think y'all know
Yo,
what I'm
get the
talking
mic.
about.
Get
Like
the mic, Nick. Yeah. Sorry about that, Mo. Go ahead.
yeah, no, yeah, no. I don't think that they. I respect him. I think he beats Ryan Garcia, but it invalidates all the shit that he was talking afterwards, where he was holier than thou, and God blessed him with all this shit and all this other stuff. And so I don't know. It makes like his personality seem less legit. But I do believe the boxing piece of it. I know I said that kind of in a jumbled way. I'm pretty sure I'll clean it up later, but I'll let y'all go.
This is interesting. You know, when it comes to the boxing of Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, I I I looked at this like something after being researched that it seemed like that Ryan had got the best of Devin before that fight, and that even though it was split, the last two were kind of dominant. At least that's how people are trying to make it seem, because I wasn't there. But when it came to this fight, when you say does the performance enhancing change the skill set? Yes, it actually does, because it makes you faster and it makes you stronger. And pause, if you're doing anything faster than you normally would and stronger than you normally would, that changes the whole entire fight. That's the reason why they took home runs away, because yes, the guy could have made home runs without the steroids, but if he's taking steroids, then that's changing the whole entire home run series.
I don't fuck with niggas on steroids. I don't fuck with Canelo. I don't fuck with Ryan Garcia after he got cheated. Only time I support steroids is baseball. I can't sit there and watch 6 hours of the score is 0-0 and nobody done hit a home run. That's the only sport I do support steroids. So baseball players, if y'all take steroids, I don't have a problem because steroids, what you got to realize, what people don't realize with baseball is this. It's no time limit.
Yeah.
And you can't score on defense. It's the only professional sport that you can't score on defense. So you'll be sitting there, my man Larry loved baseball. I don't know how he does. Sitting there 22 hours. This is interesting. No, it's not. It's 4 a.m, nigga. Nobody scored. And not only niggas get Golden Gloves awards or whatever the case may be. Now, I don't like when you can't score on defense. So as far as Ryan Garcia, I don't fuck with you at all. Canelo, I don't fuck with you neither. You ate a steroid steak sandwich, right? Ryan Garcia talking about he took a ginger root and it just happened to be steroids in it or whatever the fuck he said. No, I think I agree with Mase on this. And the fucked up part about it is that, like Mo said though, you got beat up, so it's almost like you can't take it away. We seen you get beat up, but the steroids help. And how many times didn't we catch the steroids? Let's do that.
Yeah.
What if they not taking the test? You know, Bill Haney gonna be on top of that shit. So at the end of the day, it's different when you're dealing with Bill Haney. It's totally different.
Yeah, Bill Haney is like Don King and Al Heyman in one. Pause.
Yeah, like, and not only that, he's also like fucking Muhammad Ali, man. Nah, look who just walked in. Rich walked in. Nigga, Rich Paul walked past the window like he Omar from The Wire with nodded his head at niggas. Come on, nigga. Come on in. Come on, man. Come on. What is this?
Oh, this nigga getting Hollywood.
How is nigga want Hollywood on us? Yo, fam, you know when we shoot, bro. You ain't gonna tell America hello real quick?
Do your freestyle. Do your freestyle.
Yeah, do a freestyle and leave.
Do a freestyle,
and leave,
nigga.
man. Do the freestyle and
Do
go
the
about your
freestyle.
business, man. Go ahead, man.
About the Ohio business.
Yeah.
Hey, this Ohio business right here.
Yeah, Maurice on the line, he said it's Ohio business right now. Maurice
Business
Clarett,
right
man.
here.
He said, yeah. You gotta put the headphones on. Hold on, you be able to hear him in a minute, guy. He said it's Ohio business, man.
This Ohio business.
Yo, Reese,
Yes.
would you tell Cam and Mase who's your real friend, man? 'Cause they just met you. They just met you on the, and then they
I
doing the
did
show.
not just meet Maurice.
I know you was in Columbus
Yeah, all right
with
then.
Chubby and them.
All right, so what is you talking about? Don't act like I just met Maurice. I brought him in because Ohio. What you talking about?
So you say you brought him in because Ohio connection?
Yes,
Set him
yes.
straight, Rich.
That's a fact, bro. That's a whole
Yo,
fact.
okay.
I first of all,
I've never seen you support one Ohio State, nothing.
What? Are you out your mind? Oh, yo, bro, are you bugging? So I pull up on y'all in the Pink Range and Yet Town and everything else. I didn't
Yeah, but
do
it
that.
wasn't in scarlet and gray. It was pink.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that's what I need to do because that's what the girls like. That's what got the attention.
You know what? I'm not gonna argue with that.
Yeah.
Because you did, mate, he did show up with the scissor.
Yeah.
And he had the pink range.
Yeah, I pulled up on your block. You acting crazy talking
Nah,
about
nah,
that.
listen.
Me and Mo be Ohio every week with this shit. What are you talking about? That's mad disrespectful that you acting like I don't stand on Ohio business.
I didn't say that because you always shot.
All right.
But you was saying the Maurice Clarett thing. It's a little different because that's really my man though.
But it's really my man too for 20-something years. I don't understand how that's your man and it's not my man. What year you met him in?
Yo, Reese, do we you know what? We're not gonna go here on the air because you know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna go. I have to be walking past. You told me y'all shot in the morning, mate. How you tell me y'all shoot in the morning? It's 10 at night. This whole time you been selling Fugazi. This whole time he told me y'all shoot in the morning. Like, yeah, we gonna get you on the show, Rich. We shoot in the morning. It's 10 at night.
Air in the morning. That's what time it air at 8 in the morning. What are you talking about?
10:40.
Yeah, we air in the morning. We shoot at night. We air in the
Can
morning.
you stand it straight in back? See, that's a
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And tell him what you said about the album cover.
Yeah, tell him what you said about his
about
album
his
cover.
album cover.
Yeah, let's talk about album cover.
Cam.
No. Cam, I wanted to know, like, why was you in the fire with a leather jacket? I was trying to figure out what did that have to do with the songs on the album that you would have on a leather jumper and a welder's gavel with the was that fire real? 'Cause, like, and then the biggest record was Horse and Carriage on a with fire. I don't know that was, but anyway.
I didn't have creative control at that time, man. I had to do what the label
that was
said,
crazy.
man. Yeah.
And then he called me the other day. Yesterday, that was the day before yesterday you called me. I'm not gonna lie.
No. You called me and was
No,
like, I was riding back from Chicago and you looked at the album cover.
Now I was listening to Harlem World and I noticed that Mase had on a blank pro model. And I was like, you went platinum. Like, why they got him in a blank and a cutoff tee? I'm like, what was that about? I thought he said,
Funny nigga, man.
No, I was just because in the interlude on there, they had these girls on the skit. They said, "This is Mase, Harlem World, yeah." But that didn't match with the outfit, so I was trying to figure out what happened to the big ball in front of Willie's. That's all I wanted to know. But you know what? It don't matter because
it's all good, man.
It don't matter because it was
Yo,
legendary.
he definitely said that. He said, "What happened to the shit in front of Willie Burgers?" He definitely said that.
I'm just happy to see y'all.
Yeah,
And you know
that's
what?
a fact, man.
I'm gonna get you a back brace because you carry these guys every morning. You carry these guys every morning, and she do her thing. You know,
I don't know what the problem is. I don't even know what this. First of all, let me tell you something,
Yo.
and Maurice will co-sign this just real quick, just so you know. Every week, they're both from Florida. Me and Mo is on some Ohio against Florida shit every week. Yo, Mo, am I lying? Like, yo, you come in here and disrespect my love for the city, for the state like that, and I go against these two every week on some Florida against Ohio shit, and you just come shut my whole shit down.
but I never seen that cameo.
Yo, this is wild, bro.
I was just saying. I know it's in the songs and everything, but it's. You know.
Forget the song. You see me, nigga. You see me, and I pulled up.
I know. I see. I got no gripe, man. You know, y'all my guys. We talk all the time offline. This ain't about the show. We talk. I love to watching the show. Yeah. Y'all my guys. That's why I was happy to see y'all here. I'm like, damn, I'm getting ready to go to dinner.
Yeah, listen,
and look who it is. They supposed to have me on the show, and they sneaking and doing the show. They didn't know I was gonna be here. See what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, you welcome anytime. It's your platform, just like it's ours. You always welcome. If you gotta go, then you gotta go. If you running from a conversation to some lyrics, fine.
Let's have a real conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
A real conversation though.
Okay.
What you want to talk? Because you be.
you
y'all be trying to
we starting.
real
Here we go.
conversation.
Here we go. Let's go to break and come right back.
Okay, good. Yeah. Make sure
Okay.
you had to
Break. We will be right back.
Pink horsepower.
She called this thing about toxic.
What's happening, baby? Baby, what's happening?
Why you walking like that?
That's how I walk.
And then like you come on breathing on me like that.
I fucking breathe to live.
And like you used to be dark skinned and now you act like hella light skinned.
Are you fucking blind? I'm dark skinned. What the fuck?
And then like look at your beard.
What the fuck is
Your
wrong with
beard
my
looks
beard?
stupid.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I don't even like it. The way you breathe in all of that.
Has this ever happened to you? Your girl seems to be mad, angry, upset. She's frustrated. It's only one way to handle that. Pink horsepower.
scratching?
No.
I'm just trying to give you a massage. Plus, have I told you how good your beard looks lately? It looks so good.
No. PHP. It works every time.
Wait, where you going?
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Tonight, the Mavs will play the Timberwolves. Underdog Fantasy has Luka at 28.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower? Mace.
Higher.
Okay. Kyrie's at 8 rebounds and assists. Do you have him higher or lower, Cam?
Combined?
Yes.
Aye.
What did you say again?
8 rebounds and assists combined.
Oh, higher.
Okay. And Anthony Edwards is at 27.5 points. Do you have him higher or lower, Mace?
Higher. Underdog is giving this money away.
That'll be higher.
Yeah.
Higher too.
Okay. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too. We are joined back with the founder of Clutch Sports, Rich Paul, and our analyst, Maurice Clarett.
Yeah, Rich. So Rich just came in. We gotta get to a few things because we're making him late for his dinner appointment.
Yeah.
Obviously. Why is LeBron James better than Michael Jordan? It's real conversation.
You did say real.
You said you want to have a real conversation.
What makes LeBron James better than Michael Jordan?
Listen, man. I mean, okay, if you're talking about the best player, I'm taking LJ. If you asking me, even though he got more clutch buckets than anybody else in the league, that's what Mike did best, right? You need one. We have this topic all the time, and and everybody gonna have their opinion, which is fine. But I just think LJ played the game in a way in which not only did he make everybody better, I mean, the guy has 40,000 points, in addition to making everybody else better. Now, we know what our culture came up off of. I mean, we watched the commercials when you watched Mike game. You didn't really take a break. Damn near need a pamper because you only used the bathroom when Mike was on. I get that. But for LeBron to do what he did coming behind Mike.
Hey, yo.
Pause. I know we on.
That
was crazy. That was wild.
But
First ballot.
Yeah.
But LeBron to do what he did and have to come behind the production over the years of Mike and what he did for our game. It's a testament to who he really is, man. And I know everybody got the barbershop talk, and I can't tell you who your GOAT should be. I'm just saying, for me, when you talk about the best player, it's LJ. When you talk about the best scorer, then it's Mike. And then and there's a little Kobe conversation there as well. So in my position, obviously, people are going to think I'm biased, but obviously, I actually know the game as well. Right. So, we could talk about this all day long, but in all seriousness, I just think that when you talk about all somebody had to endure and then to persevere, and not only to persevere, but to persevere and transition, right? All while carrying the weight of the expectation and the want to fail. I think that's just a tougher task, man, and I think we have to salute that. Now, you probably won't salute it while, nobody ever wants to give you your flowers while you're still in the game.
Right.
Y'all been a part of that for sure. But we understand what it looks like, and we can break that mode to give somebody their flowers while they still a part of the game. And so, and I'm sitting here this summer getting ready to negotiate another contract,
Right.
at 39 years of age. And so I don't really want to get into the back and forth about it, but obviously, you know, both of those guys have done a unbelievable uh, feat for our league. But with LJ, it's just think about the social media era, right? Everyone has a voice. It's only like 3 guys had a voice, and that was what they said. For all we know, what we know now could have been manipulated, or whatnot. So it's it's something that again, it's a great topic to have. I'm actually tired of the topic because I appreciate them both. Um,
And we never had you on the show, and I know you probably get beat in the head paws with this question all the time, but for our audience, we want to ask you again.
yeah, no, I understand that. And I don't run from it because, like I said, I
Right.
the times I had to speak with Mike on the business side, he knows the appreciation that we all have for him. There's no question about it. It's undeniable. But at the same time, I think we got to get out of the mindset of expecting somebody in their moment to do what other people did and judge them based upon them doing what someone did before them. Mike did what he did so LeBron could be him, right? Mike don't expect LeBron to do, he paying homage by wearing the number and things like that. But that don't mean you got to play for one team and you got to hit a game-winning shot in the finals and you got to do no. That's why we all born different. But there's an understanding and a respect factor. No different than when you was coming up and you had to hop on certain records with guys and you knew like, okay, I'm gonna bring my A game. That's because you respected the guy that was gonna be on the song with you or whatnot. And so I just, we come from a different era, so we know how to give people their respect, but also,
Demand ours.
yeah, demand yours. So, but I love them both.
No, that's good. That's good. One question I would ask is, how do you plan to get LeBron and Bronny on the same team?
I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't plan for that. I look. I think when you look at, first of all, I think we can't sit here and act like nepotism didn't exist prior. So they want a young man to apologize for who his father is.
Yeah.
Can't do that. And we also can't expect for a father not to be overly excited for the journey in a very positive way of his son and all he had to endure and overcome. I think we've seen America be built on the backs of someone's father building something and positioning themselves for the long haul based upon what the people before them built. And it's on them to enhance that. I think oftentimes athletes get talent and business confused. And what I mean by that is there's very seldom talent becomes an actual business. Don't confuse talent and making a lot of money with business. A revenue generating business, that's Toyota, that's the Ford family.
Yeah.
That's the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, Their entire family tree has benefited from what someone built for them. In this case, you have a legacy that was built that has now transitioned to business, but that comes few and far in between. There's been very few guys to do that. And to expect an apologetic approach for that when we've been viewed for so many years to be absent as Black fathers, in addition to, if you wasn't absent, not having nothing to stand on. So we're not going to be apologetic for that. But at the same time, we're also going to welcome what comes with being an athlete. Opinions come with being an athlete. And Bronny, just like any other athlete, can't run from that. That's part of it, especially in today's society. And when you add the other elements to it, his name, who his dad is, etc., then again, it's going to be a little bit more opinions or criticism, critique, whatever you want to call it. But again, he's handled it with grace. And I don't want this red carpet, or I don't want this this sympathy. No, we don't want that. I mean, obviously, the scare that he had from a medical perspective, that's a real thing. That's a human thing. That's a real thing that, by the grace of God, he was able to come back from and actually still play a sport. So I'm not going, we're not going to play with that. But as far as a basketball player, when you're going into a world where it's a 24/7, 365 opinionated news cycle, then, that's what come with it. So that's okay.
Yeah. And with the question you talked about the Forbes family and things like that, do you think one of the sons have to perform very well in the NBA in order to keep that legacy going, or can it be done outside of basketball?
No, I think there's I think all these young men have to quit putting so much on themselves
Yes.
to conquer Rome in a day. That's not what you're trying to do. When you are an NBA prospect, none of them are ready tomorrow. All the guys getting drafted this year, none of them are ready per se. Some have a better foundation than others, but we see a guy like Nas Reed who was undrafted.
Yeah.
But look what he's doing. Look what he's been doing all year, 6 man of the year, and look what he's doing in the playoffs. Fred VanVleet was undrafted. He's been an all-star max player. I don't think the focus is that. I think the focus is for you to be able to, the way I approach it, Mase, is I try to position guys to have a head start in life. Now, obviously, Bronny's in a much different position because, again, he's coming from a richness which most kids don't come from, but he also loves the game. And so he's not allowing that to affect his love and his work ethic and his drive and things like that for the game. But Bronny aside, guys coming into the league, man, you're trying to position yourself to get a head start in life. Once you get there, your approach, your professionalism, your awareness, your wherewithal to understand the business around the game of basketball, and that you're probably not going to play this game for 20 years. Some play 6, some play 5, some play 16, but there's other facets of the game and the business around the game that you can align yourself with while playing to give you a longer run. Like when y'all was coming to the game, if somebody said, hey, yeah, this thing gonna start rapping, but you can end up being the head of Sony Publishing, where you bringing home a $10, $12 million bonus based upon the company's overall performance annually, you probably would have looked at it differently. But we was looking at going platinum, getting the advance, coming through,
Right.
145th Street, because
Yeah.
that's what our culture said we should be doing.
Right.
And so we got to educate all these young men in a different manner now, because the game is layered. It's always been layered, but we always had a viewpoint that was surface level. So because of that, we did surface level things, right?
Right.
Which allowed us to be talent. And what talent really has, they have a high paying, good ass job for the moment, right?
Yeah, I get
And
it.
we have to gain, and we have to understand that. And once we understand that, it then allow us to have a better perspective. And once you gain that perspective, then you know, like, this is for the moment. So I'm not going to make lifelong decisions based upon a moment in time. That makes sense.
That was really good. Rich Paul 2024. You should run with Trump. You're good. Pause.
The boy is good. The
That
boy is good. The boy is good.
I almost
man.
cried. Yeah.
Yeah, so cut it out, Murder.
Yeah, the boy is good.
Yeah, you know, I be up here fighting.
Yo, Rich,
How dare you attack me? You don't know what I be fighting with
you
this
one
nigga
of the
about.
ones, Rich.
Nah, I
real.
appreciate it.
Nah, Rich, don't take this as one of his ones. I fight for y'all niggas in here. You don't even know how much he hate on you, me, Braun, Ohio. It'd be crazy.
Nah, I'm not gonna say Mase hate on. I ain't gonna believe that.
Yeah.
Not hate on me. I don't believe that.
It's
I don't believe he hate on
objective.
me.
You know, you gotta be that objective.
So
voice,
I'm glad niggas here, niggas copping this plea.
No,
I'm glad niggas
no,
here.
I ain't copping no plea, nigga.
Look, niggas in there shaking his head. I'm glad niggas here. I'm glad niggas
Yo,
is here.
Nick, you wild.
That's
Nick.
wild.
I have a side question. So the Ringer released its top 25 players under the age of 25. We know that Victor Wembanyama is at the top of the list. How do you feel about him being number one?
I think Ant's number one. You know, I think Ant's number one, just based upon body of work. Obviously, they both the number one pick. If they're basing it off the potential, then obviously Wemby has an unbelievable amount of potential. But currently today, if they saying who you want to start a team with, then you could also make that argument too. But I think the work that Ant is putting in and night out, you know, the growth he showed over this last year, the way he's played the game on both ends of the floor, and although he can score whenever he wants, becoming that willing passer and making teammates better, you know, for me, I would probably put him number one. I think he's earned that. That's not me giving him that. I think he's earned that. But Wemby's only had 1 year, so you know these lists and things like that. I don't really rock with these lists and things like that because you got a lot of guys making lists, you know, from a cubicle.
Damn, that's what I said.
You know the thing about it is,
And I said Ant was one.
I'm just telling Rich son. You know how when
Yeah, you're not
somebody's not
talking to
really
me.
right all the time, they gotta express that they're right. That's because
Yeah,
if somebody's right all the time, doesn't need to be like, yo, didn't I say that? Yo, every 3 days when he's right.
You see what I go through with this guy, right? This is a
Love it.
30.
I'm telling you.
This is like 40 years I've been going through this. with this guy.
I go through with my
You know what I'm
my close
saying?
friends too for 40 years.
But who does that every
Yeah,
time?
but
Didn't I say
for
that?
40
This is
years,
what you're paid to do this.
You
This is
can't
what
hear
you're
when
paid
I
to-
say it. You know, somebody always got to come from out of town to say what I
Yo,
say.
if you were here to hate on Ohio on this show, I'm telling you, man, it's bad.
Well,
I'm gonna start saying
ain't
the
no hate
clips,
on
man.
Ohio.
I'm trying.
We the heart of
exact-
America. You can't hate on Ohio,
That's right.
man.
Exactly, man.
Our nickname is the heart of America. You cannot hate on Ohio.
Tell these two.
Period.
Tell the
And
Floridians.
by the way,
don't
if you ever
hate.
watch The Men Who Built America, you think about Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, and Rockefeller. It all traces back to Ohio, Cleveland, for a matter of fact. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Hey Mo, before we get Rich up out of here, do you have anything else to ask him?
I don't have anything to ask him, just more like statements. And he probably know I'm sitting on the other side of this camera, super impressed. You know, he's a real nigga through and through. He represents Ohio very well. I'm biased towards LeBron being the greatest. I told y'all that a few weeks ago. But more or less, probably the way I view LeBron has a lot to do with Rich, Mav, Randy, and everybody. Rich will tell you I was there when all that started, the nucleus and what they've developed into. And just to see it, just to see how he talked now, see where he started. I love him even more when I was in prison. My man T. Haas came across the prison and was like, yo, Rich want to get on the line with you. And it was beautiful to talk to him on the phone in prison on Christmas Day, about 2008. So I always got a special place in my heart for my man. But it's impressive, bro. It's impressive to see where they take it. They took it. I said it a few weeks ago. I think that the James family is playing a different game. I think what they're doing is bigger than basketball. And just to see everything that's been built in that ecosystem, for me, understanding where it started and when dudes are just getting together and just where it's developed to them, it's a great representation of Ohio and understand all the stuff that the motherfucker avoided and how everybody and where they at now. It's impressive. So I don't really have a question. Just more or less just giving him his props, giving him his flowers, and you know just what it is. I just continue to root for everything that they have going on. And it's fun to even see Bronny and him. Now he's going into his phase. I can remember, walking across campus talking to LeBron when he's talking about Nike offering him $90 million. Now to see where it's at now, like 90 million is kind of chump change to him now. It's just a beautiful thing to see.
Well, thanks, Reese. And he's right. He was there with us. That's the crazy thing. Like when I tell them stories, like I was there with LJ and Maurice Clarett. You know how crazy that was? He was like, so. But no, I appreciate those words. 90 million ain't no chump change to me. So I don't know.
No,
not to me. I know you talking about not me. I just wanted to clarify that because I'm still out here. I'm still grinding.
That's what's up.
But I got a question.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, though.
No, I know, Reese. No, for sure. No, I got a question for y'all.
I tell like this too. It doesn't. I don't feel any way about anything with anything. I'm up now, so me being up, I feel great about life,
Man,
and it's all love all the time, bro.
Everything in life happens for a reason,
delicate.
brother. Like you know that.
Yeah.
You know that. And when I used to talk to you when you was down, those are conversations that we would have, and so
No, you good. It was when you turn your head.
Okay. Yeah, those are conversations that we would have. So I think as you grow as a man, you start to become more appreciative of just life's journeys. The ups and downs of it all. I think we all under construction every day. So just trying to help ourselves get better. But I got a question for y'all. Man, I sent y'all my Clutch New Balance stuff. I haven't seen you my apparel. I haven't seen you wear it one time. I know you got the Louis on. Cost $6,700 for the jacket and all that.
I got you. You sent it to my New York address. You ain't sent me nothing in Vegas.
Now here you go. Tell us how many spots you got.
I
know how many houses you got, bro. Like I know you got multiple residences.
No, listen.
I know y'all got multiple residences.
I'm gonna make sure that we are those your sneakers too. I got the purple ones. Like purple. Hey, them shit's tough.
Hard.
Are those your signature sneakers that you have on as well?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah, these ain't
this
it.
part of the brand.
But now I'm on 25 now, season 25. I'm sending y'all the joints.
I gotta give you a good address.
Yeah.
Because I didn't get anything.
Here he go.
I didn't get
4 or
anything.
5 different addresses.
No, I didn't get anything.
You didn't?
No.
I got mine.
I'm not gonna say on the air which address I sent it to, but we know the city and the state that it was in. I'm just saying I can only send it to where y'all tell me to send it to.
When I get back to New York in 2 weeks, it's hot out, nigga. We gonna do it right. We gonna style, nigga. 40 deuce, nigga.
Nah, I love.
All
But
that,
this was great. It's impromptu, but this was great.
And this one question, I'll give you a multiple.
Go ahead. You got another question.
No. This was great. Like we ran over time and everything, but nigga, this real nigga shit. You walking about like you about to shoot the shit up. You had to come in and everything up. You just roll about mad slow. Like
I saw him. I was like, is that Rick? That's Rick.
Nah.
Last thing, you could do one or the other. Tell us one of it or the other. Is LeBron staying with the Lakers or give us 6 bars?
Nah, man.
Yo, run it off, yo.
Listen, we ain't about to do none of that. Listen, you know my bar game is strong. You ain't got to worry about that.
Just
and I'm
tell
not
us
talking
the
no
bars.
basketball business.
Okay.
It is what it is, man.
Listen,
like
that's why I gave you an out. I gave you the out.
Nah, you didn't give me an out.
Give you 6 bars.
You gave me one or the other. Like I'm not. That's not an out. That's a trap.
Don't send me no more bars, bro. Please, don't send me no more bars. I knew you wasn't gonna answer the first question. I tried to get the bars on the show.
Listen,
America, can I get a solo real quick? America. I'm thinking about to make this realistic. In the last 4 months, he sent me about 7, maybe 7 and 9 freestyles via text. Via text, I'm talking about, and they was hot. I was impressed. I said, Rich, who's writing this shit for you, man? I don't got no time. To the point where I promise you, I swear on everything I love, that he sent me something one day, and I said, is this nigga coming at me? Pause, like on some I felt the way because he kept sending me shit, and then he sending me shit with my name in it. I'm like, oh, he's free. So I had to send him murder. I had to send the nigga back a voice note. I said, all right, now Now niggas is playing games. I said the
I
back
was
of
trying to.
No, I
I
said the
was
back
trying
of
to
voice note with
encourage-
his name in it.
Yeah, I was, and then you see what happened.
Yeah,
You went and made a joint.
yeah.
That's what I was trying to do to both of y'all. That's why I be trying to inspire. I know y'all don't gotta rap no more. This ain't about this. No
You
disrespect to none of
inspired
that.
him.
Yeah, I was trying to inspire you too. That's why I put on the group chat. I'm like, yo, this may bring forth something. You know what I'm saying?
I told this nigga have the
Yeah.
most personality pause I seen him in. He raps. He's a comedian. He's a sports agent. He's one of your niggas. Like this nigga is all well rounded, bro.
Ah.
And as much and real quick on the serious note, I know we've known each other for a long time and we'd always having bumped heads in the last 15, 20 years. But same thing Maurice said, just watching you guys grow and pause and become the men that you are. Because like you said, y'all guys was in high school. I remember coming to see LeBron with my man Buckin from Akron in 11th grade and the fucking gym was around the corner. And just to see your whole team grew with Clutch, with, like he said, Randy, Marek, especially you my nigga. I just want to tell you guys, I'm proud of you because y'all my little brothers. And to see where y'all are at now is just amazing. And the one thing that I'll say is this is the last question I want to ask. When you're in a position, pause, as Rich Paul, and I know you wore different hats throughout the years with LeBron James. And this question is for somebody who may be around me, around Mase, around somebody with money. How do you become an asset to make yourself your own person?
That's a great question because
one thing, just the thing about it is, my thing is I always use you guys as reference to my niggas because my thing is, if I don't want to do this tomorrow, can you survive?
right.
If I don't want to be here and do a show next week, will you survive? If I don't want to come do this show anymore, will you survive? If I don't want to fucking sell pen, how are you going to make yourself an asset to build a foundation to where you survive and using me, and not saying in a bad way?
Nah.
Right.
I think it's a great question. And
That's a good question.
I think for me, it's exactly where my mindset was at, which is why I built the business, which is why I actually built several businesses, because you guys as the talent, y'all don't owe us anything. And the position next to you has an expiration date on it, right? Because you can only carry somebody so far. That was never my intention. That was never my want. An opportunity is given. It's up to you to be able to, the yow is what I call it. There's the yak in the NFL, which is the yards after the catch. It's up to you to run the yards after the opportunity.
Right.
You can't give me the opportunity and run down the field for me. That don't make sense. Now, in the industry that we're in now, it's a detriment, me being in the position I am, because you got other representation groups that says to other people next to the athlete that look like me, why would you align with Rich? Why would you, have him represent this person? We can make you him. This is the cards that they're using right now. And I'm saying, but wait a minute. Everything you trying to do, I got that on DVD. I got it in Braille. I got it now in AI,
Right.
because I got it.
Right.
I got it on DVD. I got the tape. But there's not a line down the street asking how to do this, how to build a business. And more importantly, there's not a line down the street asking, forget how the success aspect of it. What was some of the things you did wrong?
Right.
That's the most important question to ask. And so to have an opportunity, which we had, which I was given, it's one thing. To build businesses that if LeBron retires tomorrow, my business don't stop.
Right.
I'm not retiring,
Right. And that was the question. Yep.
Yeah, I represent, as a company, we have over 400 athletes. Just in the NBA, we got 60 plus players, right? I'm not. I didn't make it about him. I'm appreciative of an opportunity that was given, but you don't owe me anything. Just like you guys don't owe the people around you anything. There's an ecosystem that comes with talent. Find a lane and perfect and star in that role. That's what makes the team win. You see, Jay McDaniels, he's starting the role, helping the Timberwolves win. Derrick Jones, he's starting the role, helping the Dallas Mavericks win. Derek Lively, he's starting the role. When he rolls, he ain't looking to score. He looking to catch and then spray because that's helping the team win. And I think oftentimes the talent, you get around the talent, and it's like you get confused with the fact that you have a role to perfect, right?
Yep.
And there's no entitlement and ego can kill any successful execution to be placed on the journey. We're in this position because there was no entitlement and ego, right? I thank the cow for the little milk. But at the end of the day, I wasn't going to sit there and be okay with that when I got an opportunity in front of me. I know what the other side looked like. That's easy. And for some that don't, I think that's also a detriment to them because when you know what the other side looked like, I'm looking at this like, you know, this is nothing but an opportunity. And so for me, that was my mindset. And that's why I didn't name the company after me. I wanted to build a business. I wanted to build a brand that's now today globally recognized. And I think it's important for all these young guys around, whether you're a barber, whether you guys need barbers, chefs. I said this on Gil's show. There's an ecosystem out there. Now, are you going to get rich overnight? Probably not. But are you going to have a consistent income? Probably so. And that's all you can ask for, right? It's not meant for everybody to get rich. That's not realistic. Right. And you can't eat them likes and comments on social media. That ain't feeding nobody either. And so you just gotta, you gotta do like we used to do at Granny's house, find your place on the floor and lay down and lock in right there. You know what I'm saying? That's extremely important. Gotcha. So, Ronnie Lou, Cam and Mase kidnapped me. They made me do the show. I'm on my way right now.
You can wrap up.
Yeah. Well,
Huh? I'm leaving 6 in the morning. That's why I'm coming right now. I'm leaving 6 in the morning. I'm coming right now. Yeah, I got to get back to pre-draft.
I hear that nigga through the phone with Ronnie Lewis.
I'm coming to you right now. Yeah, I'm coming to you. Cam, would you tell him? You tell Ronnie Lou.
Yo, Ronnie Lou, man, we got him chopped off. We about to let him out right now, Ron.
I'm coming. Yo.
That nigga through the phone. He is that.
Okay. All right.
Well, this was a great conversation, especially with all the animosity in the world. I love that you guys can support and applaud each other. Rich Paul, thank you for being here.
Maurice Clarett.
Okay.
Maurice, thank you for being here.
No, thank you. Sorry about that. No, thank you guys. No, this was even though it was impromptu, anytime I get a chance to share your platform, something that you guys built.
It's better like that anyway.
Yeah.
To me,
great.
It's better like that when it's spontaneous. Mo, we're going to have to bring you back on Sunday to finish up our shit that we got to finish talking about the topics we had for today. But Ohio outnumbers Florida today, man. Big Buckeye shit, nigga. Big Buckeye shit in the building, nigga. Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. And as always, it is what it is.